Gaffer, challenging evening on Tuesday against, albeit a top League One side. Your main takeaways from that one?
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the results, over the competition, there wasn't many surprises, and the amount of goals that went in from teams at a higher level was there for everyone to see. So it was a night where I'd made 8 changes to the team to give us some, competition for places, to obviously try and progress in the cup if we could, and get ourselves ready for the game on Saturday against Gillingham. But Huddersfield, as I'd shown on Saturday against Peterborough, a very good side, and will be at the top end of League One this season. Should they be higher playing in the Championship, there should be. But for us, in and out of possession, it was good for us because we had to see what a good League One side does, and they were very good. And looking back on it, when myself and the assistant manager watched the game on the way back in the bus, it was a slightly different game to the one we were watching on the field, because we lost a goal so early in the game. It was going to be hard for us, but I thought the players responded well, and if we had gone in at 1-0 at half time, it might have helped us, but we lost 2 goals just before the break, which didn't help us.
You say responded well, excuse me, to the first goal. There was quite a long period between conceding the first and second where, defensively we were really difficult to break down, which kind of meant that they were resorting to throwing long balls forward. And I suppose that, being solid defensively against a League One side, that's a real positive to take from it.
Yeah, I mean, we had to be that because they're very good in the ball. They've got very good players in midfield, and not only that, their wing backs on the night, centre halves coming forward. So I thought out of possession we were good at times. In possession we could have been better, but you've got to respect that Huddersfield did press well to win the ball back, and probably second half, we had more opportunities on goal, but that's a side of the game that will come over the weeks to come. We've had 2 tough games against Walsall and Huddersfield away from home. Now we come back home to play our first league game.
You said after the game about players learning lessons. Given the amount of new faces, is that something that you half expected going into the season? Yeah,
I mean, we learn lessons all the time. Every day is a day where you're at school, you're at university, and you're learning. And it's the same in football. We learn from every game, good and bad. And I think that's important. And the players, have certainly been able to do that, and I think that's helped them over recent weeks.
I mentioned to David Tatonda earlier about the hunger and desire to succeed within the group, and they'll be itching more than anyone to put things right on Saturday.
Yeah, I mean, they're always looking to improve, and we're in a situation where we're evolving. We've changed a lot of players from last season to this season, and the players are really knitting together well, and David is one of these characters that's in the squad that wants to improve, and I think that's the beauty of the squad. They want to improve, want to get better, and on Saturday against Gillingham, we obviously have to create more big opportunities for ourselves.
You imagine they'll be bang up for it on Saturday, given their opening day victory. Obviously defeat for themselves on Tuesday night against Swansea, but nevertheless they'll be really raring to go.
Yeah, similar to ourselves on Tuesday night. They lost against a good team in Swansea. Swansea had 80% possession to their 20, and that can be difficult because they'll have learnt from the game as well. So it'll be a more even match on Saturday between ourselves and Gillingham. They came off a fabulous win for the first game of the season, winning 4-1 at home to Carlisle. But we've got a lot of players in this team that I think that can do well this season.
You've come up against Mark Bonner a number of times in your career. What can you expect from his side?
Yeah, I mean, I think that, looking back to Mark when he was at Cambridge, his first job and now his second job at Gillingham, they play in similar ways, pragmatic, play in a way that they have decent options in that front area. We've seen before, the talent some of these players have had at recent clubs. So they'll have a similar style to what he had at Cambridge.
If we just rewind to the start of last season, I think it was late November when we eventually tasted defeat in the league here on home soil. That just proves, doesn't it, just how difficult of a place this can be for visiting teams.
Yeah, I mean, the pitch is in fabulous condition, and we'll have a very big crowd here on Saturday because it's our first home game of the season. But I think that the players will enjoy it, and we'll have a lot making their home debuts here on Saturday. And I think that we do really well at home, and we'll have to do that because we know that Gillingham are one of the teams that are looking to get out of this division.
You say there that the players will enjoy it. No doubt they will. I imagine for you as well, it's something you've been looking forward to since returning to the club in June.
Yeah, always look forward to being here because the atmosphere, even though it's a small stadium, it really packs in a decent atmosphere when everyone comes in on a Saturday, and that'll be no different this week. And looking forward to the players getting back on show in front of the home supporters, and delighted to be back here.
Come Saturday, we'll be without George Ray, obviously through injury. Caden Harrick as well, missing through suspension. When you look at it, it's 3 games in the opening 7 days of the season, which is a lot physically for anyone to take. How is the group looking fitness-wise? Yeah,
they're looking really good because we obviously made a number of changes in-game on Tuesday night. We changed the team about from Saturday. So that's allowed us to get a lot of players starts, 90 minutes, 60 minutes, whatever it is, and they're all raring to go. And finally, your message to supporters ahead of Saturday? Yeah, looking forward to having them back at the stadium. They'll be looking forward to coming back to their stadium and providing the atmosphere that they do. And as always, they want to see opportunities in goal, and that's what we have to do a little bit better than we've done in the first game of the season.